Hi there folks, welcome to today's snare drum, or this week's snare drum lesson. We're going to be focusing on the closed roll today. The closed roll. Now, the way I want you to do your closed rolls is to make sure you know how to, for one, count them, okay? Very important to be able to count as you're playing rolls or long notes. That way you can stay in time, and more specifically for snare drum, it means that you know what your hands have to do if you're counting as well, which is important, right? Now, so the closed roll, what I want you to do is make your subdivisions of the roll 16th notes. Okay, so if your roll is a quarter note, you should be counting in 16th notes, 1 E and up. Okay, and that is what your wrists do. Alrighty. So if I've got a figure that is tar, roll, I'm going to be counting 1, 2 E and a 3, 4 E and a. So it's like this. Okay, now you'll notice that I'm using buzz strokes, pressing them into the drum head. And I'm playing, my wrists are playing at the rate of what I'm counting. So when I get to the roll, I'll put it up here, it should look like this, but I'm playing it like this, okay? So let's do it again. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3. Alrighty. Now, that's a great practice in itself. You can just loop that. Another really good practice for you to do is just to generally work on your rolls, trying to make them smooth. Okay. And then make sure when you're playing these exercises, you're counting correctly. So for example, I'll count the first 4 bars of All Through the Night. It goes like this. 1 and 2 and 3, 4 E and a 1 and 2 and 3, 4 E and a 1, 2 and 3, 4 E and a 1 and 2 and 3, rest. Alrighty, so I've got some flams in there, and I've got the roll. Okie dokie. So, make sure you're on top of that, you know how to count the roll and understand how to play it before you play along with me. Here we go, exercise 1, 1, 2. You would have noticed, if you're looking carefully, I missed one of the flams there. Whoops! Okay, no editing though. So yeah, make sure you've got your dynamics with that as well. You'll notice in the second line it goes down to piano, nice and soft. And remember, when you're playing snare drum, nice and soft will mean close to the drum. Okay? A little bit louder, you come further away from the drum. Alrighty. So have a crack at that one. That's kind of difficult. I mean, other than the rolls and the flams, I think one of the more difficult parts in this piece is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth bar. Bar 5, so there's a second line, second bar, and we've got those rests there. And 2 and 3. Okay, so that 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, 1 and 2 and 3. So make sure you're counting and get that rhythm happening. Awesome, let's move on to sea shanty. Alrighty, sea shanty. This one's in 3/4 because it's a shanty. Lots of flams in this one, and then we've got our closed roll at the very end. Alrighty, closed roll at the very end. How would you count the closed roll at the very end? The very last bar, how are you going to count it? Well, hopefully you're going to use 16th notes. So you'll notice that you've got a closed roll, you've got a crotchet there, a quarter note, tied to another quarter note, and then tied to the tap at the end. So you get 1 E-ender, 2 E-ender, tap. Or buzz, 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 tap. So that last bar, ready, go. Alrighty, tap, 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 buzz, 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 tap. Okay, let's get straight into it. 1, 1, 3, sea shanty. Whoops. Be careful with that one because you get lulled into a sense of security, false sense of security, because the first whole section of it is just the same 2 bars over and over, and then all of a sudden, in the last line, things start happening. Okay, so you've got to be careful there. Have a look at the 3rd line, first bar. You'll notice that you've got an 8th note rest, and then the rest of the bar is 8th note. So that's 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay? 1 and 2 and 3 and. 1. Okay, so be careful of that. And also, here's your tempo. So that means when you go through the roll, you should be thinking 1 E-ender, 2 E-ender, 3 E-ender, 1 E-ender, 2 E-ender. So that's a little bit faster. Okay? So if you want to work on your rolls, try to get them at that tempo. 1 E-ender, 2 E-ender, 3 E-ender, 1 E-ender, 2 E-ender, 3 E-ender. Okay? Trust me, really work hard on your rolls because they're super fun. An exercise I used to do once I got in the roll somewhat, is I would just sit at the snare drum and I would try and think of a beach and I would think of the waves coming in onto the sand of the beach and then going back out again, and I would try and make that sound with the snare drum. Okay? So when the waves are further away, I'd be closer to the edge. And as they'd come into the shore, I'd get closer to the centre. And then I'd take them out again. And then it's nice because I imagine I'm at the beach and it's lovely, and I'm not getting sunburned because I'm still inside. Woohoo! So yeah, that's a really good one because it gives you something to aim for. I'm trying to create the sound of the beach, so it's a fun way, a more interactive way to practice your rolls. Okay, so give that one a go.